guys, welcome to another video. So today is kind of exciting. I saw a story on Instagram about this new art platform called Artfol. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but it's spelled like this. I decided to check it out and I think it's actually pretty cool. So it's basically an app where you can share pictures, like art pictures, and people can like and comment and all that jazz, but it's specifically made for artists. So there's a bunch of features that cater to artists that I think are pretty cool and I'll talk about in this video. And an example is that there's a designated page for art challenges like DTIYS and like draw your outfit and stuff like that. Yeah, in the background of this video, I'm doing some of those challenges that people posted on Artfol. Also, an important note, Artfol is in beta. It's actually in beta 1.1 right now, so it's pretty new. It just came out. So of course there's going to be some problems that will probably be fixed in later versions, hopefully. And so let's get on to my first impressions of this app so far. So let's start with the pros. So pro number one is that it's not as saturated yet like Instagram. It's nowhere near as saturated. I think by the time of my recording right now on Google Play, it says it has over 1,000 downloads. So there's not that many people on there. So it seems much more like a small art community and not just you're posting in the void of millions of people and you're never gonna be seen or anything. So number two is that it's specifically made for artists, which means that it has a bunch of cool features. So I already mentioned the challenges tab, and it's relatively easy to participate in them. We'll get to that later. And there's also a tab for asking for critiques, which I think is really cool because that's basically how you grow as an artist. But the thing is that I haven't actually seen that many people actually critique things that are on the critiques tab. It's mainly just compliments. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But it's a really cool concept at least. And there's also a commission tab, or there's a commission page you can put on your profile to make it easy for people to see your commission, your rules, your rates and stuff like that. So yeah. Another pro, I guess, is it doesn't force you to crop your picture, I don't think. I don't know, maybe if you do an extreme vertical or horizontal, then maybe it'll force you to crop it. But on a gallery, the gallery or on your feed and stuff, it will crop it to be a square. So if you do a very vertical image of a person, the part that it crops could only be its torso or something. You still have to be careful about what dimensions the image is. A lot of people will see your image as only the cropped version, so you still have to pay that in mind. So I guess it's a pro. And another pro is that it is super aesthetic. It's super cute, and I really like the pastel pinkish corally color of it, and it's very art themed. And even the loading pages is an empty easel and stuff. It's super cute. It's actually adorable. So yeah. So now let's talk about some cons. So again, it is an early beta phase right now. So some of these might be fixed soon, or just fixed in later versions. So con number one, which is very obvious when you open the app and try to use it, is that it's very laggy and loads a lot. And this seems like a problem that most people are having. So it's not just my Wi-Fi sucks or anything, but you see on the community posts and stuff that a lot of people are having a problem with lagging. And as you can see from my screen recording, it loads a lot. It's cute when it loads, but it loads a lot and it takes a while to do anything. And eventually, most times it works, or at least if you restart the app, then it works most of the time. But it's still just really slow, and it's kind of hard to do anything because everything you click on, it takes forever to load. But yeah, I mean, it's usable, but it's just really annoying. And maybe if your Wi-Fi is slow, or if you have an old device and it's slow, it'll take a really long time and you won't be able to really do anything. So yeah. The second one is kind of like an iffy one is the algorithm. We obviously don't really know much about the algorithm of this app right now, but it kind of seems like, at least on like the trending page, there's a lot of artists that are like the same. Like a lot of the paintings on there are like the same artists the entire time. I don't know, maybe that's just like the specific trending page that I saw, but yeah. We don't really know if the algorithm is something that, even if it is a smaller community, then smaller creators or smaller artists will actually be able to be found. But I don't know. I mean, everyone on the app right now is pretty small because there's not that many people and it's pretty new, but just putting that out there. And another con, I guess, is that there's no web version. If you want to do it on a computer or just like not download the app, there's no version for that you can do. But I mean, it's in beta right now, so I wasn't really expecting a web version. So another note, not a con or anything, just like a note. Artfol does have a Patreon page, and if you want to support them, it seems like a small company. Well, on the Patreon, it makes it seem like it's like one creator, but I don't really know. I didn't like go deep dive into it or anything, but I mean, if you guys could support them, that would be cool. Obviously, I wasn't paid to promote this or anything. I just thought it was a cool concept and I checked it out. But yeah, overall, that's it for my first impressions. Overall, I think this app is really cool for artists and it has a lot of potential. And I feel like it just needs to fix some things like the lagging and stuff to make it easier to use. And I feel like it'll be a pretty cool community soon. And even now, like there's a lot of nice people on there. So I guess let's move on to the portion of the video where I talk about my drawings that I'm doing right now. So the first one that I drew is for a challenge that was draw what you're wearing right now. And I know I have a horrible fashion sense, and I mean, I didn't really try on my outfit because obviously we're in quarantine. I'm not going to really go in detail about what I drew. It was just my outfit. It's just like a hodgepodge of random clothes that I found. You'll see that I go back and forth between the pictures a lot because watercolor takes a while to dry, and either I didn't want to watercolor on top of really wet watercolor because then it'll just bleed everywhere, or I had to wait until the watercolor was dry to line the drawing. So yeah. Honestly, I didn't really like how any of these turned out. They were really quick and I did them at like 7 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, they're kind of crappy drawings, not gonna lie. They were really rushed because I had to get ready for school at 8:30 because my school starts at 8:30 now, apparently. Yeah, I just had to get these done really quick, but I mean, I think they're cute, I guess. So the second one I did was draw your OC in like this specific hoodie that they put in the post. It was just like an oversized purple hoodie, and I really don't have OCs, but on my profile picture, I drew that girl, just a random girl that I made up in my mind. And I was like, you know what? She's kind of cute. So I drew her again in this picture. So I guess she's an OC now. If anyone has name suggestions, comments, she's probably my favorite one that I did this morning. Just because I think it's less messy than the other ones. And like the other ones have like some wacky like proportions and anatomy going on. Especially the myself one. Like I'm not like super short, okay? Like I'm like 5'6". Like I'm not as short as I drew myself to be. like the proportions, I look like a chibi character. It's kind of weird. But yeah. And for the frog, or it is a frog. The third one is draw a frog or like a frog-like thing. And I drew a human frog because I don't really draw animals very much. And so yeah, that's what I drew. That one was like the most rushed one because I had like a good 10 minutes to do it. And so yeah, like the skin plus the shirt, like there's like no separation. It's kind of bad. But yeah. And I mean, I think they're really cute drawings. They're just like not particularly good, like technicality wise, and also just like aesthetics art-wise. But yeah, they're like sketches, I guess, watercolor sketches, because they didn't take very long, but yeah. And about the challenges, I actually like really like that feature, because on Instagram, I really like doing the Instagram challenges just because it's like something to draw, especially when I have like nothing else that I want to draw, or like have like no motivation, or like am an art block or something. Challenges are a really fun way to like get out of that and like get some creativity. What's really nice about them is that even like the bigger ones, there's like less than 200 people that have done like the biggest challenge on Artfol right now. And so like that's kind of cool. Like aside from the lagging issues, like it's just a nice small community of people that are just like doing art, you know? It just seems so wholesome. So I just kind of like it. I don't really know how to explain it. It just seems like wholesome, I guess, and like tight-knit, I guess. By the way, if you get Artfol and you want to be mutuals, my handle is Porcupine, like on my YouTube channel. The same thing, just without the sketchbook, just Porcupine. So basically, in conclusion, I think this is actually a really cool app, especially if you're a smaller artist and you want to like be with other smaller artists on this platform. It's really cool, I think, and it just has a lot of potential. Like right now, it might be kind of hard to use, but it's still usable, and like there's a lot of people on it already just doing things, and it'll be nice to see this grow. So if you guys want to join, it's Artfol, and I think on iOS you have to like do like a special thing because it's in beta right now. You can just Google it, like download Artfol on iOS or whatever. But on Android, it's just on the Google Play Store, and it just seems really nice. So yeah. If you enjoyed this video, maybe check out my channel. I don't have that many posts on there, and a lot of them aren't similar to this. But yeah. Thank you and bye.